there is a lot of controversy. There has been a lot of controversy recently from some quarters, including osteopaths, saying that we shouldn't be bothering with them, that they're no better than exercise, or exercise is better. What's your take on that?
When I sold my practice, there was 70,000 patients on the list. You don't get that number unless you're getting results. And I did have results. And it was always quicker than anybody else because I was finding the right point and applying a short, sharp thrust. I did a lot of soft tissue and articulation, and I gradually shortened the time of my appointments from an hour to 30 minutes and eventually 15 minutes. Patients in 6 rooms, they were in, they were ready. I walked in, treated them, walked out. And I didn't get after effects, after reactions. I got very good results. If they weren't suitable for thrusts, I had 3 or 4 people working with me, which in those days was very unusual.
Osteopaths? They
were osteopaths, and one doing acupuncture, one doing homeopathy and so on. And this, that was very successful. And if I wasn't allowed to do thrusts, I couldn't get patients better because that's mostly what I did. I was thrusting accurately. I did a bit of soft tissue, articulation and so on. But the main work was ultra accurate thrust with minimal force.
Right.
And that's what I learned at the BSO.
Yeah, which is why I think this title is wrong, because actually, as you'll discuss this later, I know, but it's not the leverage which we're cutting out in this, is it? No. It's the force or the amplitude of the thrust itself, which is what makes it so safe. Yeah. But I remember a colleague of mine when I graduated, which was only 25 years ago, he went into practice with another osteopath and he was told, you'll get patients, you go in, you adjust this joint and you adjust that joint, and that's what you do. And the appointments were very short, and it was completely alien to what we'd been taught at college. But it sounds a bit like your 15-minute appointments to me.
No, at the end of 15 minutes, the patient would look on their watch and say, aren't you going to do more than that? And I said no, because if you're going to a dentist and he's finished drilling after 5 minutes, you don't want him to carry on. He's going to stop. And mine's the same. I'm doing what's necessary. And they came back the next time. I don't know what you did. The last chap was doing loads of rubbing and I wasn't better. You've done that and I'm better. So what are you doing that's different? And it was just the accurate thrust that makes the difference. Yeah. And accuracy is important.
Yeah, but I think the point I was getting to there is you weren't going into each of those 15-minute appointments saying, before you even go through the door, saying, these are the things I'm going to do.
No.
In that 15 minutes, you had time to work out what was needed and then to do it.
Yes, New patients had half an hour to take the history, look at them and assess what I was going to do. Well, once I'd seen them, 15 minutes was sufficient.